What is going on, you guys, and welcome back to part 3 of F1 2021 Breaking Point. In our last episode, we ended up making our debut in the Australian Grand Prix, and our objective was to catch up to Casper Ackerman before lap 11. Then there was the cutscene, and then before a specific turn, Aiden was supposed to defend Devin Butler from passing, and Aiden didn't listen and he ignored the orders and ended up causing to crash into his teammate Casper, which he ended up going off the track and ended up losing his front wing, which ended up costing him points and the team points, and we ended up finishing the Australian Grand Prix in 5th place. But then there was tensions after with Aiden and Casper, and then there was we ended up speaking with Devin Butler, and basically Aiden was saying that it wasn't his fault that Casper crashed, and even though it was his fault because he ignored team orders, and as an F1 rookie you're not supposed to ignore team orders. You're supposed to follow the orders that are given to you, and which he didn't, and it cost Casper some points. So now we are going into the next chapter. If you guys enjoyed episode 2, make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you're new. And without wasting any more time, let's hop straight into the next chapter. Chapter 2. The world of motorsport moves fast, with focus quickly shifting to the Chinese Grand Prix. Aiden Jackson and Racing Point are eager to find form heading into the 4th race of the 2020 season. Chinese Grand Prix 1 month later.
It's the Chinese Grand Prix here in Shanghai, and this track fast becoming a rookie's favourite. Alex Albon, remember him from last year? A brilliant race in his debut season, and it looks like Aiden Jackson's continuing the trend.
He really is, Croft. He's showing great promise so far this season.
Well, here's Ackerman now, going up behind his young teammate.
But the rumour in the paddock, Crofty, is that the tension's building between these two. Let's see what happens here.
Here we go, Ackerman's going for it! Down the inside of the hairpin, he's barged his teammate off the track!
What are you doing? Casper, what the hell?
Looks like Jackson's really struggling to get over that.
Okay, Aiden, keep it focused. Concentrate.
That brush with his teammate clearly affecting the young driver.
It looks like it has, Crofty. I can't see any significant damage to that car, so he's going to have to pull himself back into this race.
Our gap behind is 3.0 seconds. Car's looking okay, Aiden. See if you can recover a few places.
What was that all about?
You can recover, Aiden.
That's not okay. That's really not okay.
Alright, so the objective here is to recover 10th place before the end of the race. And what you just saw in the cutscene, that was basically karma at its finest. Casper went in for the dive to take over, and he ended up bumping into Aiden Jackson. And so now we have to gain back. We have to finish. I think we have to gain top 10 before.
We're only 2 seconds behind the car ahead. Keep pushing.
We have to gain top 10 before the end of the race. And so yeah, Casper ended up bumping into Aiden Jackson, whether if that was on purpose or not. Now Aiden pretty much knows how he felt, but at the end of the day, this is not something that you're supposed to that you're not supposed to do. You know, like you're supposed to work together as a team to gain positions so that you guys can finish higher and finish high with high points. And so now we have to go and regain our spots back before the end of the race. Alright, so we're approaching a slower car, so George Russell has to give up the spot. So that's what back markers are. If you come across a car that's like
Great work. That's a new fastest lap of the race.
that's like in a back position, like it said George Russell was in 20th. He's been overlapped, and he has to give up the position so that he could let the other drivers pass through.
There's 5 laps of fuel remaining.
So we got another back marker. Alright, so now we're catching up to Ackerman. And there's no cutscene here, we just gotta pass him and then just finish the race. Oh my god, are you kidding me?
You're increasing the gap to the car behind by a few seconds per lap. Keep this up.
Let me know if you guys are
There's 3 laps of fuel remaining.
let me know if you guys are enjoying the series so far. Make sure to leave a like and subscribe to the channel if you are new. It's always appreciated. Alright, so now we're catching up to Devin Butler. This guy has a major ego on him. He always, Devin Butler, he has a major...
Okay, you're in the top 10.
He has a major ego on him. He doesn't like to lose, and he'll always like to throw you off of your game and like tell you stuff that, you know, that he's trying to change you into something that you're not. So, you just guys mainly just stay away from him. Just like how he says in the last video for Aiden Jackson to stay out of his way. He's that type of person. Alright, so now...
Brilliant. Nice move.
Now we are in 7th place. Alright, so lap 13 out of 14. So we got 1 lap left.
We've only got 2 laps of fuel left. Okay, gap ahead is 2.1 seconds.
Alright, let's see if we can catch Vettel and Gasly before the final lap. Oh boy, almost slipped there.
This is your final lap of the race. Okay, you're creating some breathing space between you and the car behind by a few seconds per lap.
Alright, can we get past here? Yes, we can. Let's go. Oh. Alright, now next is Gasly.
The car behind is a second down on you. 1 second.
Now P5. And Valtteri Bottas wins the Chinese Grand Prix. And we will end up finishing 5th place once again in the Chinese Grand Prix.
That's the end of the race. We'll see you in Parc Ferme.
Well, plenty to digest there, and a little bit ominous seeing the 2 Racing Point teammates make contact again.
Things don't look stable between these 2 drivers, Crofty. They've barely been teammates 5 minutes.
That wheel bump, could that have been avoided, Ant?
Yeah, it looked like Ackerman was making a bit of a statement to me. He's certainly not given Jackson any room.
A sign of things to come? Well, for their sakes, let's hope not. That wraps things up here in China. Until next time. After an excellent performance at the Grand Prix, I'm sure there'll be plenty of celebrations tonight amongst the Mercedes team, and they certainly deserve it.
Following an eventful Chinese Grand Prix, tensions are on the rise at Racing Point as Jackson and Ackerman again make contact with another, following an aggressive overtake maneuver by the veteran.
Casper, what the hell was that? You nearly put me out the entire race. Bumping wheels like that, you could have put us both into the barrier. Casper, come on, man.
I have to make a phone call.
Casper! Ackerman!
Mom! Cancel the TV subscription. The entertainment is right here.
Oh, come off it. Do you really have nothing better to do?
Right now? No. And why would I want to miss this? You two are like characters in a badly written sitcom. He wanted you all lot to sign Ricardo, you know. Ask anyone.
What do you mean?
The paddock talks, mate. And so did Ackerman. Yeah. Should have heard him last season. He didn't care who he talked to, and he was always going off on one about you. he tried to stop them from signing you. He didn't want to play babysitter.
Oh, he did he?
Everyone knows. Have you not seen the way that people look at you? We all feel sorry for you, mate. You never stood a chance with him. You want my advice? Prove him wrong. Chin up.
A phone call from Mom.
Hey, Ma.
Hello, love. I saw the race and thought I'd give you a call.
And why's that?
Just to say well done, like I always do.
Oh, right.
I saw what happened in the race with Casper. Can't believe he wasn't penalized. Are you okay?
I'm fine.
And Casper, what's he said about it?
Nothing. He wouldn't speak to me.
Well, maybe keep trying. It can't hurt to clear the air. Just remember what your grandmother always used to say. The fights that can't be won are the fights you fight the hardest.
I'm not even sure that makes sense.
Just whatever's going on, don't let it get to you. And call me later, okay?
Will do.
Alright, so that's gonna do it for today's episode. Yeah, the tensions between Aiden Jackson and Casper, it happens a lot, especially since Aiden is the rookie and Casper is the veteran. Veterans, they don't like rookies outshining them and getting all the attention and stuff. That's why sometimes the relationships between rookie and veteran is not always going to work out. And that's what I believe is happening with Casper and Aiden. But I believe that the relationship between those two will probably eventually get better. But as of right now, I think there's going to be a lot of tension. They barely speak to each other. And yeah, so now Aiden, he wants to prove that he belongs on the team after what Devin Butler said. And we get to see that in the next chapter. So if you guys did enjoy the video, make sure to leave a like, subscribe, and comment. And I will see you guys in part 4 of Racing Point. And have a great day or night whenever you're watching this video. And I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.